Did you know that nearly 10 million people lose their lives to cancer every year, making it one of the leading causes of death worldwide? Here's a question for you. Are you paying attention to your body's warning signs? Early detection could be the difference between life and death.
Cancer is a word that no one wants to hear, yet it affects millions of lives each year. What makes it even more concerning is that many cancer cases are diagnosed at an advanced stage, when treatment options are limited, and the chances of survival decrease significantly. This often happens because the early symptoms of cancer are subtle, easy to overlook, or dismissed as minor health issues. However, recognizing these symptoms early can make all the difference.
The human body has its own way of signaling when something isn't right, but these signals often go unnoticed. Unexplained fatigue, persistent pain, or sudden weight loss might seem unrelated at first, but they could be the body's way of alerting you to something more serious. By understanding these warning signs and acting on them promptly, you can increase the likelihood of successful treatment and recovery.
In this video, we'll explore 10 essential cancer symptoms that everyone should be aware of. Our goal is to empower you with knowledge so you can take charge of your health and help loved ones do the same. Remember, early detection saves lives. Let's dive in and uncover the signs your body may be trying to tell you.
So, let's see what's the actual problem.
One of the biggest challenges in cancer detection is that early symptoms are often vague, mild, or mistaken for common health issues. For example, persistent fatigue might be blamed on a busy lifestyle, and unexplained weight loss might be dismissed as a positive outcome rather than a warning sign. Many people also ignore persistent pain or unusual changes in their bodies, assuming these will go away with time. Unfortunately, this tendency to overlook or downplay symptoms can have devastating consequences.
Studies show that a significant number of cancer cases are diagnosed in later stages, when treatment options are more invasive, costly, and less effective. Late diagnosis often leads to lower survival rates, prolonged suffering, and limited chances of recovery. What's even more concerning is that certain cancers, such as pancreatic or ovarian cancer, are known to be silent killers because their symptoms remain unnoticed until the disease has progressed significantly.
Another issue is fear and denial. Many individuals hesitate to seek medical advice because they are afraid of receiving bad news or feel that their symptoms are not serious enough to warrant attention. This reluctance delays diagnosis and allows the disease to spread, making treatment far more complicated and less likely to succeed. We live in a fast-paced world where prioritizing health often takes a back seat to daily responsibilities. However, ignoring your body's signals can be a costly mistake. Recognizing potential symptoms and consulting a healthcare professional early is not about being paranoid. It's about being proactive. Cancer detected at an early stage is far more manageable and treatable than when caught late. In the next section, we'll delve into the specific symptoms you should never ignore, helping you stay one step ahead of this silent threat. Let's take a closer look at some of the cancer symptoms that are frequently overlooked. These signs may seem minor at first glance, but understanding them could make the difference between catching cancer early and discovering it too late. By diving into each symptom, we aim to highlight why these changes should never be ignored and how they can serve as crucial early warnings.
1. Unexplained weight loss.
One of the most common early signs of cancer is sudden, unexplained weight loss. If you find yourself losing weight rapidly, 10 pounds or more within a short period, without changing your diet or exercise routine, it's a signal that your body might be under stress. This weight loss occurs because cancer cells use up a large amount of energy, or because the cancer causes changes in how your body processes food. Cancers of the pancreas, stomach, esophagus, or lungs are particularly associated with unexpected weight loss. Often dismissed as a positive change or attributed to stress, it's crucial to investigate the root cause of this symptom through a medical consultation.
2. Persistent pain.
Pain is a natural response to injury, but when pain becomes chronic or unexplained, it can indicate a more serious issue. Persistent headaches, for instance, could be a symptom of a brain tumor, while constant back pain might be linked to cancers of the spine, ovaries, or colon. Bone pain, especially if it worsens at night or doesn't respond to typical pain relief methods, could point to bone cancer. The challenge here is that pain is often attributed to age, physical strain, or past injuries, leading many to delay seeking medical advice. If you experience ongoing pain without a clear cause, it's essential to consult a healthcare professional.
3. Fatigue that doesn't go away.
Fatigue is a common complaint in modern life, but cancer-related fatigue is different. It doesn't improve with rest and can feel overwhelming. Leukemia, for example, is often accompanied by fatigue due to a lack of healthy blood cells. Similarly, colon or stomach cancers can lead to fatigue by causing blood loss that goes unnoticed. This type of fatigue can be mistakenly attributed to stress, burnout, or poor sleep habits. If you find yourself constantly exhausted for no apparent reason, it's time to consider a deeper evaluation.
4. Changes in skin.
Your skin can provide early clues about what's happening inside your body. Skin changes associated with cancer are not limited to skin cancer alone. For instance, jaundice, a yellowing of the skin or eyes, may indicate liver or pancreatic cancer. Darkened skin, hyperpigmentation, itching, or redness can also be linked to internal cancers. Skin cancer itself often begins as a mole or spot that changes in color, size, or shape. People may ignore these changes, thinking they're due to aging or sun exposure. Regular self-checks and dermatologist visits can help catch these changes early.
5. Lumps or swellings.
A lump or swelling in any part of the body should always raise concern, especially if it persists for weeks or grows over time. Breast cancer, for example, often presents as a painless lump in the breast or underarm area. Swelling in the neck, groin, or underarms can also be a sign of lymphoma. These lumps might initially be painless, leading people to disregard them. However, even painless lumps deserve immediate medical attention, as they could signify an underlying malignancy.
6. Changes in bowel or bladder habits.
Frequent diarrhea, constipation, or blood in the stool could be signs of colorectal cancer. Similarly, a persistent change in bladder habits, such as blood in the urine, difficulty urinating, or increased frequency, can signal bladder or prostate cancer. These symptoms are often dismissed as digestive issues or aging-related changes. However, any persistent change in these habits warrants medical evaluation to rule out cancer or other serious conditions.
7. Unexplained bleeding.
Unexplained bleeding is a symptom that should never be ignored. Blood in the stool may indicate colon or rectal cancer, while blood in the urine can be a sign of bladder or kidney cancer. Women may experience abnormal vaginal bleeding, which could be linked to cervical or uterine cancer. Coughing up blood, on the other hand, might indicate lung cancer. Unfortunately, many people chalk these symptoms up to minor issues, like hemorrhoids or infections. If you experience unexplained bleeding from any part of your body, immediate medical attention is essential.
8. Persistent cough or hoarseness.
A cough that doesn't go away after several weeks could be a warning sign of lung cancer, especially if you're a smoker or have a history of smoking. Coughing up blood is a particularly serious symptom. Hoarseness or a change in voice, meanwhile, could be associated with throat or thyroid cancer. These symptoms are often ignored as they're attributed to allergies, colds, or acid reflux. If your cough or hoarseness persists, it's critical to seek a professional opinion.
9. Difficulty swallowing.
Difficulty swallowing, known as dysphagia, could signal cancers of the esophagus, throat, or stomach. Often people attribute this to acid reflux or other benign digestive issues, delaying diagnosis. This symptom might be accompanied by unintentional weight loss or pain when swallowing, which should never be ignored. Early diagnosis of cancers affecting the digestive tract significantly improves treatment outcomes.
10. Unusual swelling or fullness.
Feeling constantly bloated or full even after eating small amounts is a symptom commonly linked to ovarian cancer. Similarly, persistent abdominal swelling or discomfort may be associated with cancers of the stomach or pancreas. These symptoms are often mistaken for common digestive issues or dietary intolerance, delaying proper evaluation.
11. Fever without infection.
A recurring fever without an obvious infection could be an early warning sign of cancers like leukemia or lymphoma. Cancer-related fevers often occur at night and may be accompanied by night sweats. These fevers are usually intermittent and can easily be dismissed as flu or other minor illnesses. However, if the fever persists without a clear cause, further investigation is necessary.
12. Unexplained changes in the mouth.
Oral cancers often present with symptoms such as white or red patches inside the mouth, sores that don't heal, or unexplained bleeding. These changes are sometimes overlooked, especially by individuals who smoke or chew tobacco, as they might dismiss them as irritation or minor injuries. Regular dental checkups and self-examinations can help identify these changes early.
13. Unusual changes in breathing.
Shortness of breath or wheezing can sometimes indicate lung cancer, especially when it occurs without a clear cause. While these symptoms are often attributed to asthma, allergies, or weight gain, they should be taken seriously if they persist or worsen over time.
Now it's time to taking action on symptoms.
The key to combating these symptoms is not to panic, but to remain vigilant. If you notice any of these signs persisting for more than 2 weeks, consult a healthcare provider. Remember, most of these symptoms can have benign explanations, but it's better to rule out serious conditions early than to regret delaying action. Regular checkups and open communication with your doctor can save lives.
Understanding these signs is a first step in fighting cancer. The earlier it's detected, the better your chances of treatment and recovery. Listening to your body and seeking timely medical advice can make a world of difference. Ignoring these symptoms might seem like an act of convenience or denial, but it can come at a devastating cost. Pay attention. Your life might depend on it.
Imagine this. A 45-year-old woman named Laura had always been diligent about her health. However, one year, she noticed persistent bloating and occasional abdominal pain. She brushed it off as indigestion or stress from her busy schedule. Months passed, and her symptoms grew worse, but she continued to ignore them. When she finally saw a doctor, she was diagnosed with advanced ovarian cancer. The prognosis was grim, and she couldn't help but think, what if I had gone to the doctor sooner? Could my outcome have been different? Now contrast Laura's story with that of Jennifer, a 52-year-old teacher. She also noticed bloating, but rather than dismiss it, she trusted her gut, literally, and booked an appointment with her doctor. Initial tests showed something unusual, and further evaluations confirmed it was ovarian cancer in its early stages. Because Jennifer acted promptly, her cancer was treated with surgery and chemotherapy, and she is now in remission, leading a healthy life. Her vigilance saved her life. The difference between these two stories underscores the power of early detection. A study published in The Lancet Oncology highlights that survival rates for many cancers increase dramatically when diagnosed early. For instance, the 5-year survival rate for ovarian cancer diagnosed in stage 1 is over 90%, but it drops to less than 30% when diagnosed in stage 4. Similarly, lung cancer caught in its earliest stages has a survival rate of about 60% compared to less than 10% in its advanced stages. These statistics are not just numbers. They represent the lives, families, and futures of countless individuals. Another compelling example comes from the case of colon cancer. A 2022 report from the American Cancer Society revealed that colorectal cancer, when detected at an early stage, has a 5-year survival rate of over 90%. However, most cases are diagnosed at a later stage, when the survival rate falls to about 14%. This gap in outcomes is largely due to people ignoring early warning signs, such as changes in bowel habits or blood in the stool, and failing to undergo recommended screenings like colonoscopies. To drive this point further, consider a global perspective. The World Health Organization, WHO, estimates that more than 30% of cancer deaths could be prevented through early detection and lifestyle changes. In low-income countries where awareness and access to healthcare are limited, late diagnosis contributes to higher mortality rates. But even in developed nations where resources are available, people often delay seeking care due to fear, stigma, or underestimating the importance of seemingly minor symptoms. One particularly striking statistic is from the UK's National Health Service. NHS, which found that nearly 50% of all cancer diagnoses happen after emergency admissions to hospitals. By this point, many cancers have already reached advanced stages. This trend underscores the importance of listening to your body and seeking medical advice promptly rather than waiting for symptoms to become unbearable. The lesson here is clear. Time matters. The earlier you act, the better your chances of survival and recovery. Stories like Jennifer's prove that early action can lead to positive outcomes, while cases like Laura's serve as a somber reminder of what's at stake. Cancer doesn't wait, and neither should you. Pay attention to your body, trust your instincts, and don't hesitate to seek professional advice if something feels off. Taking that first step toward early detection could very well save your life, or the life of someone you love. In summary, recognizing cancer symptoms early is one of the most powerful tools we have in the fight against this disease. We've discussed several warning signs that are often overlooked but can be crucial in catching cancer before it progresses. Unexplained weight loss, persistent pain, changes in bowel or bladder habits, abnormal bleeding, and unusual lumps are just a few examples. Other symptoms like chronic fatigue, difficulty swallowing, or changes in the skin can also signal that something is wrong. These signs are your body's way of communicating that it needs attention. Listening to these signals and acting promptly can make a significant difference in outcomes. It's easy to dismiss these symptoms as minor inconveniences or part of aging, but doing so can lead to delayed diagnoses and limited treatment options. The reality is that early detection saves lives. It increases survival rates, reduces the complexity of treatments, and gives individuals the best chance to live healthy, fulfilling lives. Remember, cancer doesn't always present itself with dramatic signs. It can be subtle and deceptive. That's why being proactive and consulting a healthcare professional when something feels off is so important. Ultimately, your health is in your hands. Paying attention to your body, scheduling regular checkups, and undergoing recommended screenings are steps that empower you to take control. If something feels unusual or persistent, trust your instincts and seek medical advice. Prevention and early action are far more effective than dealing with the consequences of late-stage cancer. Your vigilance could save not only your life, but also the lives of your loved ones. Now, it's your turn to take action. If this video has helped you recognize the importance of paying attention to your body, please share it with your friends and family. Awareness can make all the difference, and you could be the reason someone else seeks the help they need in time. Let's work together to spread this life-saving information far and wide.
We'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you or someone you know experienced symptoms that led to a cancer diagnosis? What advice would you give to others about being proactive with their health? Sharing your story could inspire or help someone who might be going through a similar situation. Finally, don't stop here. Check out our other videos on health awareness to continue your journey of learning how to protect yourself and your loved ones. We have resources on topics ranging from heart health to early signs of diabetes and much more. Click the link to watch our next video and take another step toward a healthier, more informed life. Remember, staying informed is the first step in staying healthy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Are you tired of the constant pain, tingling, or numbness in your hands and feet? Imagine if just 3 simple vitamins could help reverse this discomfort and repair damaged nerves. Yes, it's possible. Neuropathy, a condition that affects millions, often feels like a life sentence of persistent discomfort. But understanding its root causes and taking action can open the door to relief and recovery. For those over 50, this becomes especially crucial as nerve health naturally declines with age. Neuropathy is more common than you think, especially among individuals in their 50s and beyond. Whether it's caused by diabetes, poor blood circulation, vitamin deficiencies, or simply the natural wear and tear of aging, neuropathy can severely affect your quality of life. Tasks that once seemed simple, like walking or holding objects, may now feel like a challenge. Recent data from health studies show a sharp rise in neuropathy cases with an increasing link to lifestyle factors and nutritional deficiencies. The good news? You can take control of your nerve health starting today. Why does this video matter? Because nerve damage doesn't have to define your life. Studies from reputable health journals have confirmed that certain vitamins play a critical role in repairing nerves, reducing pain, and improving overall nerve function. By learning about these vitamins and incorporating them into your daily routine, you can take a powerful step toward reversing nerve damage and reclaiming your comfort and mobility. In this video, we'll take you on an educational journey to understand nerve health and how you can reverse neuropathy naturally. Here's what we'll cover. First, we'll break down what causes nerve damage and why it happens more often as we age. Then, we'll dive into the 3 essential vitamins scientifically proven to help repair and restore nerves. We'll also discuss practical ways to incorporate these vitamins into your diet and lifestyle so you can start feeling relief as soon as possible. Finally, we'll share additional tips to boost your nerve recovery and wrap up with an empowering call to action to help you take charge of your health. Stay tuned and keep watching. What you'll learn today could change your life and help you say goodbye to the pain holding you back. Don't miss a single second, because each piece of information is a step closer to better health. Understanding neuropathy and damaged nerves. Neuropathy, often referred to as peripheral neuropathy, is a condition that results from damage to the peripheral nerves, the network of nerves that connects your brain and spinal cord to the rest of your body. This damage disrupts the communication between your nervous system and the affected areas, leading to symptoms such as tingling, numbness, burning sensations, or sharp pain, especially in the hands and feet. For many, this discomfort becomes a daily battle, making it difficult to perform simple tasks or enjoy life to the fullest. There are numerous causes of neuropathy, and understanding them is the first step toward reversing the condition. One of the most common culprits is diabetes, which can lead to high blood sugar levels that damage the tiny blood vessels supplying the nerves. Vitamin deficiencies, particularly in essential nutrients like vitamin B12, also play a significant role as they deprive the nerves of the building blocks they need for maintenance and repair. Exposure to toxins, such as alcohol or certain medications, can poison the nerves, while natural aging processes reduce the body's ability to regenerate damaged tissues. Lifestyle factors, including poor diet, lack of exercise, and smoking, can further exacerbate nerve damage. For individuals over 50, neuropathy poses an even greater challenge. As we age, our body's natural ability to repair and regenerate nerves diminishes. The protective coverings of the nerves, called the myelin sheath, can break down more easily, making nerves vulnerable to further damage. Additionally, nutrient absorption tends to decline with age, leading to deficiencies in key vitamins that are essential for nerve health. This is why addressing nerve damage proactively is so important. It can mean the difference between managing the condition and allowing it to worsen. Nutrition plays a pivotal role in maintaining and repairing the nervous system. The body relies on specific vitamins and nutrients to support nerve conduction, which is the process of transmitting signals between the brain and body. Research has shown that deficiencies in key vitamins not only contribute to neuropathy, but also hinder the body's ability to repair existing damage. Studies have highlighted how certain vitamins can reduce inflammation around the nerves, promote the regeneration of the myelin sheath, and even stimulate the growth of new nerve cells. This is why identifying and addressing these deficiencies is so crucial. With the right nutrients and lifestyle changes, you can empower your body to heal, restore nerve function, and reclaim the comfort and mobility you may have thought were lost forever. The 3 vitamins to reverse neuropathy. Neuropathy can feel overwhelming, but the good news is that addressing specific vitamin deficiencies can significantly aid in reversing nerve damage and reducing pain. Let's dive into the 3 powerhouse vitamins that play a critical role in repairing damaged nerves and restoring comfort and mobility. Vitamin 1, vitamin B12, cobalamin. Why it's vital? Vitamin B12 is often referred to as the nerve-healing vitamin, and for good reason. This essential nutrient plays a key role in maintaining and regenerating the myelin sheath, the protective covering around your nerves. Without sufficient B12, nerves are left vulnerable to damage and degeneration. A deficiency in B12 can lead to severe symptoms of neuropathy, including numbness, tingling, and burning sensations in the hands and feet. Research shows that B12 deficiency is especially common in individuals over 50 due to reduced stomach acid, which is necessary for absorbing the vitamin from food. A study published in the Journal of Neurology highlights how individuals with neuropathy caused by B12 deficiency saw significant improvements in their symptoms after addressing their low B12 levels. How to get it? To ensure adequate levels of B12, focus on incorporating natural food sources into your diet. Eggs, dairy products, fish like salmon and tuna, and fortified cereals are excellent options. However, as absorption tends to decline with age, supplementation may be necessary. High-quality B12 supplements, particularly in the methylcobalamin form, are more easily absorbed by the body. If you're over 50 or have absorption issues, consider consulting your doctor about regular B12 injections for optimal results. Vitamin 2, vitamin B1, thiamine. Why? It's vital. Vitamin B1 is essential for energy production within your nerve cells. Without sufficient B1, your nerves can't function properly, which may lead to symptoms like pain, numbness, and inflammation. Thiamine is particularly effective in improving nerve conduction and reducing the oxidative stress that worsens nerve damage. One of the most promising developments in nerve health is benfotiamine, a fat-soluble form of vitamin B1. Unlike traditional water-soluble thiamine, benfotiamine is absorbed more efficiently and reaches higher concentrations in the bloodstream, making it a superior choice for repairing damaged nerves. Research has shown that benfotiamine can significantly reduce the symptoms of diabetic neuropathy, making it a game-changer for those dealing with nerve-related pain and discomfort. How to get it? Boost your intake of vitamin B1 through natural sources such as whole grains, legumes, seeds, and nuts. For individuals with severe deficiencies or diabetic neuropathy, supplements containing benfotiamine may be particularly beneficial. Studies suggest that a daily dose of 300–600 mg of benfotiamine can improve nerve function and reduce symptoms over time. Vitamin 3, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Why it's vital? Vitamin D plays a multifaceted role in nerve health. It helps reduce inflammation around damaged nerves, improves nerve signaling, and promotes the growth of healthy nerve cells. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to increased pain sensitivity, chronic inflammation, and poor nerve recovery. For individuals over 50, vitamin D deficiency is especially common due to reduced skin synthesis from sunlight and dietary intake. A study published in the Journal of Pain found that individuals with neuropathic pain who supplemented with vitamin D experienced significant reductions in pain intensity and improved nerve function. How to get it? The best natural sources of vitamin D include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, fortified milk, and sunlight exposure. Spending just 15–20 minutes in the sun daily can help your body produce sufficient vitamin D, although this becomes less effective with age. For those who struggle to maintain adequate levels, supplements are a practical solution. A daily dose of 1,000–2,000 IU is often recommended for individuals over 50, but higher doses may be necessary in cases of severe deficiency. Regular blood tests can help determine your vitamin D status and guide appropriate supplementation. How to incorporate these vitamins and boost nerve recovery. Now that we've covered the 3 essential vitamins for reversing neuropathy, let's talk about how to incorporate them into your daily routine effectively. Making small but meaningful changes to your diet and lifestyle can significantly enhance nerve recovery and improve your overall quality of life. Dietary changes. One of the simplest ways to ensure you're getting these vitamins is through a well-rounded diet. By planning meals that are rich in vitamin B12, B1 and D, you can provide your body with the building blocks it needs to heal nerve damage and reduce symptoms of neuropathy. Start your day with a breakfast designed to promote nerve health. For example, scrambled eggs with spinach and a bowl of fortified cereal can provide a boost of vitamin B12 and other essential nutrients. For lunch, consider a salmon salad paired with a handful of nuts or seeds. Salmon is rich in vitamin D, while nuts and seeds are excellent sources of vitamin B1. Dinner could include a hearty serving of mackerel or tuna with a side of lentils and sautéed leafy greens to cover your bases for both B1 and B12. For snacks, try incorporating foods like yogurt, fortified with vitamin D, whole grain crackers, or a small handful of almonds. These small dietary tweaks ensure you're nourishing your nervous system throughout the day. Supplementation tips. While a nutrient-rich diet is essential, supplementation may be necessary, particularly for individuals over 50. Aging reduces the body's ability to absorb certain vitamins, making it harder to rely solely on food sources. Vitamin B12. Consider sublingual, under the tongue, B12 supplements or injections for individuals with severe deficiencies or absorption issues. The methylcobalamin form of B12 is highly bioavailable and effective. Vitamin B1. If you're dealing with symptoms of neuropathy, opt for benfotiamine supplements. This fat-soluble version of B1 is better absorbed by the body and provides targeted benefits for nerve repair. Timed release formulas can ensure steady levels of B1 throughout the day. Vitamin D. For optimal absorption, pair vitamin D supplements with magnesium. A dose of 1,000–2,000 IU is typically recommended, but consult your doctor to determine the right amount based on your current vitamin D levels. As always, consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen. They can guide you on proper dosages, interactions with medications, and any potential side effects. Lifestyle adjustments. Diet and supplements are crucial, but lifestyle changes play an equally important role in nerve recovery. Physical activity. Light exercises such as walking, swimming, or gentle yoga can improve blood flow to your extremities and support nerve repair. Consistency is key. Aim for 20–30 minutes of activity daily to keep your circulation and nerve health in check. Stress management. Chronic stress can exacerbate inflammation and slow down the healing process. Incorporating stress management techniques like mindfulness, meditation, or yoga can reduce nerve inflammation and improve overall well-being. Even simple practices, such as deep breathing exercises, can have a calming effect on your nervous system. Sleep hygiene. Quality sleep is when the body repairs itself, including the nervous system. Ensure you're getting 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. Create a calming bedtime routine. Avoid screens an hour before bed And consider supplements like magnesium glycinate if you struggle to relax. Hydration. Proper hydration supports overall cellular function, including nerve cells. Aim to drink at
Seniors, eat these 12 fruits to instantly melt blood clots. Do you wonder if there's a natural, simple way to reduce your risk without relying on harsh treatments or complicated diets? In this video, we'll give you easy tips on how to include them in your daily meals. But before we start listing these fruits, let me ask you one simple question. Have you ever wished there was a quick and tasty solution for better blood circulation? By the time you finish watching, you'll know exactly which fruits can help, plus a few practical ways to use them. Many seniors worry about clot-related health issues, but they might not realize how simple changes in diet can make a big difference. Before we dive in, here's an interesting fact. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, many people develop serious blood clots every year, often without any warning signs. That can sound scary, but don't lose hope. Today, I'm here to guide you with solid research-based information so you can understand how certain fruits may help fight this issue. Rest assured, there are real science-backed reasons behind these suggestions, and you'll see how easy they are to bring into your daily meals. Now, let's move right to the main point of this video: the 12 fruits that could help you melt blood clots naturally. These fruits are backed by studies focusing on their nutrients, antioxidants, and other special compounds. Of course, this does not replace medical treatment. If you have any questions or concerns, you should talk with your doctor before making big changes to your diet. But learning about these fruits is a great first step to better health. Let's begin with the first group of fruits: berries. This includes strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. These are loved by many people because they taste sweet and refreshing. But there's more. Berries have high levels of antioxidants, such as vitamin C and anthocyanins. These antioxidants fight harmful molecules in your body, which can help protect your blood vessels from damage. Some studies, including those by the American Heart Association, suggest that regularly eating berries can support good blood flow and potentially reduce the risk of blood clots. The best part is they're easy to add to meals. You can toss them in your cereal, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy them as a snack. They're sweet enough to replace desserts that are high in sugar,